morning, everyone. Today is the Remembering Sunday, wherein we remember the what do we remember today? But darling,
the fallen soldiers. It started off in the First World War, and then obviously since then it's been added to over the years. So from the different wars we've been going to, even now the Afghanistan war, the veterans that died from there. Everybody who's died in our armed forces, we celebrate this day because this was the day that the Armistice was signed in the First World War.
what
The
was
11th day, the 11th hour, the 11th month.
okay? So, what did they? Is it the end of the war then?
Yeah, that was that was the time when the war ended.
In the First World
ended
War.
On the 11th hour, yeah. 1918, on the 11th hour, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, on the 11th day, on the 11th month. That's how they did it.
Okay. How about the Second World War?
That wasn't the same way. That was just because it didn't end
The way
just
it
like
was.
that. It ended in Europe. We need to get going.
Yeah.
It ended in Europe, and then obviously we were still fighting in the Far East.
Yeah. So it's not the
It's
same.
Japanese, so
Yeah.
it's a different thing.
See ya.
So this boy is a cadet.
That's it. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
So he's gonna go and join the parade. Snappy salute, sir.
Yeah, mate.
Come on, march.
No.
Show us some. Very good. Anyway, okay, we shall. I don't want to show you myself to you because I am the scruffiest mom on earth at the moment.
You're right, boss.
Okay, so thank you for that short history. I was really yesterday I was dying to ask this lady in a wheelchair, but we end up talking different things. So okay, a great history and a great
That's how it was, but like I said, with the Second World War, it was started from the First World War, because you've got to remember, in the First World War, it wasn't so many civilians died, it was so many soldiers died. And there was whole villages. You go any village around here, even here, any village around here,
yeah.
you would say half the male population died.
During the First World
Everybody
War.
would know somebody from a village who had died in the war. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone. Brothers and sisters and stuff, they died. And that was how it was.
Your grandfather was in the First
It was
World
in the First
War.
World War, yeah. But he lied about his age, so he went across there when he was 16. Like
Oh.
an idiot.
But he managed
He
to.
was there for 4 years. He was in the trenches for 4 years.
My God.
Survived it, yeah. But did it change his life? Yeah, it ruined his life.
Oh.
He got TB and later in life from being in the trenches all that time. No, it wasn't a good experience for him, and he never forgot it. It was not best pleased.
In the Second World War, do you have the family who joined the army then?
Cheers, mate. Sorry?
In the Second World War, do you have a family who
Was it-
joined?
not that I know of. But then again, I don't really know that much history. My father definitely didn't. He was too young.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
just a kid. So
Yeah.
he definitely didn't. Did my father and his brother have uncles and stuff that were older? Could well have been. I don't know the history line.
Okay, so here, I'm sorry, I have to show myself. But my family's part on the Second World War was during when the Japanese invaded the and well, my family is one of my, I think there was a great grandfather who joined the Hokbala. It was against Americans during the first American wars before. But I have a story that was told to me about that story. But we're talking about during the Second World War. When the Second World War struck the Philippines, obviously my parents, my father was a teenager then, but he has remembered, and my aunt, she's still alive now. I don't know if she has forgotten. She was so fluent in Japanese. So that's but I don't think there's anyone of my family who joined the army, but they were in that war during the Japanese invasion. That's it. That's the
Can I just say
yeah.
something about that though?
Yeah.
They wouldn't have been able to join your army because your army had been defeated, and
Yeah.
they were
By
fighting
the
against
Japanese.
the rebels, and they obviously most of the fight was done in the lowlands, but where
Yeah.
you live in the highlands and stuff, we couldn't fight there. You can't fight in mountains. You don't fight in
true.
mountains. If you fight in mountains, you die. You can have 50,000 men, and you could be attacked by 100 men, and they'll defeat you.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
But the
Can't-
Japanese went there though.
Of course they went there. Of course they did.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, they were never going to be able to fight up there. So it was the
No,
best
no,
place
no,
for the rebels and the rest of the army and everything to be, because then they could recuperate and then they could do attack raids and stuff like that. That's what they did. So no, that you were actually in the Philippines. You were actually occupied. So it wasn't a very good thing.
Yeah. It is because of the Americans being there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or I think it's just the Japanese thinking of they can have it. They can have the Far East, but they never succeeded. If only they have not attacked the Americans, maybe
Yeah,
they
but-
could have the whole Far East.
Yeah, the problem you had, the problem the Japanese had, they thought they were doing you a favour. They were in their eyes, they were liberating you against the
Americans.
from
That
the
is
Americans.
exactly right. Yeah.
That's what so they expected you lot to be on their side
On their
and
side,
be grateful.
yeah.
But they got that one all wrong.
They got it wrong, yeah.
There was nothing grateful about that at all. Actually, did we ask you to come along and get rid of the Americans for us? No, we didn't. Simple as that.
And which is, I know they could have done it if they have done it in a propaganda way.
Of course they could have done. They
Yeah,
could have
but-
won that war without even
Yeah.
firing a shot. But did they
Yeah.
do that? No, they didn't. And that's
Yeah.
what it all turned to shit.
Because I'm sure there are sentiments against the Americans that time too. Because
course.
remember, the Americans' atrocities during the Philippine-American War is huge too. But we just don't remember that. We should really kind of remember that. That's our history. Americans did atrocities in our country then, when they apparently defeated the Spanish. That was a mock war between Spanish and America, and they bought the Philippines for 22,000 pesetas.
Yeah,
That's
people there.
that I remember in our history.
Well, it's open and there's a door open. I think there should be.
Okay, so here we are here in the barracks to drop off Bati
I'm getting lost.
because they're gonna prepare for this parade later, and then we will show it to you. Come on, Butts. So that's the barracks. It's open.
That's been perfectly on time. Go on, in you go. I'll sort you out. When the pool or something like that, whatever you need before you go. Very nice and relaxed.
There's a lot of come on.
See you in a bit, man.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye.
You okay? You'll be okay? What time is it to be? Oh, he's early.
Alright, 15 minutes, and that's not early. It's not really early. That phone wasn't already on there.
Yeah. Oh gosh, so that's where the barracks is. I thought, oh my. Oh gosh. Oh, everyone, so this is Chatteris is quite big, isn't it? I thought it's just where we are. And
No, there's a
I don't. Sorry, that's where I poorly fail. Okay. So that's it. See you when we show you the proper parade. It will be fun. It will be good because it will be this.
Well, it's his
It's
first
his-
parade, isn't it?
yeah, it's his
very
first
one he's done,
parade.
and it's really exciting to be doing this.
Yeah.
And he's representing the Chatteris town.
Chatteris town. Yeah.
So it's all good. It's
Yeah.
all very good.
And it's such a shame that we won't see the veterans during the First World War because they're all gone. I don't know if there's only one. Probably there's one that's surviving. No, darling.
No, I don't think there's any left in Charis. I don't think there's any left. No veterans are left in the country. They're
Yeah.
all dead.
Oh,
They've all died. There's none left in the country at all.
we're talking
Don't
about
have
the
the
First World War
Because there'll be
veterans.
110 now.
Yeah.
They'll be very old people. So no, there isn't any.
Okay. Ciao, ciao. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit, guys.